Welcome back, my friends, to another episode of Off of the Bottom. We're doing things a little bit differently today because technical issues while recording this episode kind of mess things up a little bit. We usually start with a game, end with a game, and fill the middle with talk of what we're doing, who we're signing, take a look at players, and of course, highlights of the games that came in between. Well, we're doing it a little differently. We're going to give you the breakdown of what you've missed. We've actually played a couple of games off camera. Then we're going to come back with probably the most important of the four matches in this month of April, and that is against Real Zaragoza. We're going to get to that in just a minute. Thank you very much for being along for the ride. We did kick things off with a 1-0 loss at home against Girona. Manju Tanjigora ended up finding himself pretty wide open in the middle of the pitch for a cross, and that was all Villarreal was going to need. We did play a pretty decent defensive game. It was on the offensive side that we really just could not break through. Villarreal dominated the possession in most of this match, and as you can tell, they just frankly wiped the floor with us. We're a team fighting against relegation, although in a pretty decent position coming into this one, all things considered, with 8 matches left in the season. But Villarreal was challenging for a spot in the Champions League, so they were just that little bit hungrier. We followed that one up with a trip to Tenerife, and this is a team that's enjoying their best ever season in La Liga, and they would not be denied. A pair of goals from Fran, a pair from Vincenzo for Rayo, who is one of my least favorite players now at the moment, including converting on a penalty in the 34th minute. Sekou Jota, starting in place of the injured Robinson Spencer, did pick up his second goal in his second ever La Liga appearance in the 66th minute, but by then, this match was long over. 4-1, your final, which means 3 losses in a row for Girona. A massive match at the bottom of La Liga as 15th place Girona takes on 16th place Real Zaragoza. If Zaragoza wins, they hop ahead of us on the table. Now, we will most likely still have a nice, healthy gap between us and Elche, but I'd rather not take that chance. It's going to be Beytula Balci in goal. A back four of Manuel Ramirez in place of the suspended Cardoso. It's going to be Cristo Martin and Inuish Lungo as our center half. Cesar Rodriguez on the right-hand side. Zamora anchoring the midfield behind Thiago Santos and Enric Figueras, and a front three, which has been ravaged by injury. It's going to be Sekou Jota, who has 2 goals in his 2 senior appearances so far this evening, along with Aliberge. They will be flanking Anthony Punsi. We are trying to do our best to halt this not-so-great run of form. Luckily, the teams in the drop zone have kept their distance from us. We come into this match 8 points clear of the relegation zone. As things stand right now, as they have been the entire episode, we are tied on points with Real Zaragoza, but we're moving it forward. Jota, the U18 international, taking a shot from range. Ba does handle that. Zaragoza picked off again by Jota, dropping it all the way back for Beytula, who will play it forward to Cristo Martin very quickly. Near side, Ramirez. Can we break through the lines? Jota. Santos tries to do a 1-2, but it's picked off by Espinoza. Lanza throwing it wide. Moreno's got to come back for that one. He's still with it. Crosses it over. Espinoza looking for Burkic around the outside. Burkic taking it deep, dropping it back. Espinoza, corner of the box. Into the middle. Pozo to Mendez, looking for Lanza. Out wide, Moreno. Moreno with a shot. That will be blocked by Lungo, but Moreno gets it back. Petrea dropping all the way to Melli. His pass back for Petrea, picked off by Figueras. And here we go the other way. Figueras still with it. Up for Aliberge. Aliberge has Jota cutting through the middle. Instead, he finds Punsi, who can't put it past Ba. So far in this first half, we have definitely been the better team. Aliberge to take the corner. Can't get there. Rodriguez plays it back out to him. Aliberge pushing it into the box. Lanza will take care of that and clear it long. Ramirez will gather. Already on a yellow card. Inside Martin, over to Lungo on his right. Lungo with some space will instead drop it back. Cristo Martin. Up for Santos, being marked tightly out wide, looking for Ramirez. Can't find him, but Ramirez is able to knock it free. Santos back for Martin. Like I said, we have been the better side. It's time for us to actually prove it. We are doing a great job holding on to possession, but let's get into the box and get a couple of shots on target, shall we? Played out wide. Rodriguez, he's got acres of space on that right side. Rodriguez taking it deeper. Rodriguez moves it past his man, looking back post for Johnny. Finds him, but his shot will be blocked. It'll go out for another Girona corner. Rodriguez to throw it in. We've played just about 22 minutes of the match. Ali Bersh throwing it forward. Can't pick out Jota. Meli is back for it. He'll hand it off to Tortosa. He's got Espinoza on the right side. Space on the counterattack for Espinoza. Playing it. Looking back post. He finds Moreno, who can't hit the target. Probably the best opportunity of the game for Real Zaragoza so far. Throwing Santos, getting back. Zamora Figueres has a man on him, so he'll drop it to Lungo. Has a bit more space to the right side of the center area. Played to Ali Bersh in the box from Rodriguez. He'll give it back to him. Rodriguez in the middle. Figueres, his shot will be blocked, and that'll go all the way back to Martin. 5 shots on goal, 2 of them on target, but so far nobody finding the back of the net in this one. And now Zaragoza with a corner opportunity of their own. Haven't really had any good chances. Hopefully they don't get one here as it's cleared away. Moreno gets it back. Tortosa drops it back for Espinoza. He's got it, dances around with it. Meli, he's harassed, plays it to his left. Petrea moving it inside, picked up by Mendez. Meli back for Petrea. Still with it along that far side. We've played just over half an hour of this match. Trying to get it through. Rodriguez can't win it. Petrea playing it into the middle. Can't find any of his men. Charging forward, though, is Espinoza. Plays it through. Makes it all the way, but Rodriguez will clear. Picked off, thrown forward. Moreno is in. Moves it to his left foot, but he cannot find the target. A lot of back and forth in that first half. Opportunities for both teams, but none of them really good. We lead Zaragoza 6-4 on shots. We are the only team hitting the target thus far, but we've also been the only team picking up bookings as Ramirez and Zamora already on yellows 0-0 through the first 45. We hit the start of the second half with a more attacking mentality. Haven't really seen it much yet. Alibert's throwing it in, looking for Luongo. Meli will clear it. Figueres, though, able to track it down before he gets swept away from him. So not a lot going on in the early moments of this second half. We were able to get it into the box and they cleared it away, but so far no opportunities for either team. All we're seeing are more bookings. 2 for Zaragoza, another for Girona, as Cristo Martin has picked up a yellow card as well. And right now the match momentum firmly in the way of Real Zaragoza, which makes me a bit nervous. Longo pushing it up. Santos carrying it through the middle. Had some space, but he plays it forward. Punci to Aliberch. Tries to work his way around his man, and so far so good, although he's keeping pace with him, so we'll drop it back to Rodriguez, cutting it inside before laying it to Lungo. Lungo back for Cristo Martin, looking to get set up. Very compact in the midfield right now for Zaragoza. Santos around the side. He's got Seco Jota. Jota still has yet to score. Keep that perfect streak going. Zamora. Figueres. What a turn. Great shot, and he just misses wide. Easily the best opportunity of this second half, and hopefully we can keep the pressure on. I think Zaragoza, they're bending, but they are ready to break. Ramirez up the left side, plays to Santos in the middle, back from Martin. Ramirez again out wide. Try to switch it up, maybe. Yeah, that's right, come this way. Lungo. There you go. Over for Ali Bersh on the right wing, back for Rodriguez. Into the middle, Zamora. No, keep it wide, keep it wide. Lungo. Back for Martin. Okay, go back the other way. Let's just make them go back and forth and back and forth. As long as we hold on to the ball and they're chasing us, they'll make a mistake. There it is, played in. Aliberch, his shot and his goal. Isidre Aliberch, his 7th of the year. The fans are going wild. Now the referee is consulting with VAR, and they have determined that it is a good goal, and as Girona 1, Real Zaragoza 0. Great job moving the ball from side to side. Ramirez finally saw his opening, threw it forward to Aliberch, putting it past Ba. Top bins for the 1-0 lead. I had a feeling that this style of play was going to reap its benefits, and it was just a matter of time. Moreno's corner. Santos tries to clear it. Jota knocks his man down. Are you kidding me? All the penalties in this version of FM, they just drive me up a wall. How many leads have we given up because of a janky penalty? How many times have we been tied and the go-ahead goal was surrendered on a janky penalty? Pozo converts, it's his 7th, and we're tied at 1. It is very frustrating to know that all of the hard work that we have put in is potentially falling by the wayside. E is coming in. We were giving him a rest, but you know what? That is over. Jota is also nervous. Robinson Spencer, they said he could play about 45 minutes. He's going to get about 20 here as he'll take over for Seiko. Jota feeling just a little bit anxious in this one. Zaragoza with just the single shot on target. It was the penalty that Ponzo was able to convert. And I am very, very worried that this match is going to end where we are right now, which was at a 1-1 draw, which would be... it would be a poor result for Girona, honestly. 59% possession, 4 shots on target to Zaragoza's 1. We've hit the woodwork no times in this match. We've had 3 chances, and we are not ahead of this match. And that's it's sad. It's not sad that the team hasn't been playing well. The team obviously has been playing well, but we just have not been able to take advantage of all of our opportunities. Can we pin them back and get it back? Rodriguez says, I think we can. Ia, 5 minutes have been added on. We are in the first minute of stoppage time. Ia, moving it to his left up ahead. Santos tries to feed Robinson Spencer. He's got a man out wide, but instead he drops it for Zamora. Looking for that man. Bonanza picking it off. Santos, though, winning it back. Zamora, Santos. Come on, we got to do better with the passes here. Antony in the match, flipping it to Aliberge on the right wing. Aliberge taking it in, sending it across, looking for Santos. Tortosa deals with it. Angel will settle it down, and the counterattack, believe it or not, is on for Real Zaragoza. Playing it to Bazana. Was he onside? Doesn't matter. And yeah, I mean, unless some miracle happens here in the final moments, we are going to end up 1-1. Santos into Zamora across. Rodriguez dropping it for Ia. Nope, we got to go forward. He go backwards. The referee's going to blow his whistle, and he did just that. Fairly even with the shots on goal. Zaragoza did get another one on target. We saw that, the easy save made by Beitula. We dominated in possession, and we should have won this match. It was the penalty on Saiku Jota that Ponzo was able to capitalize on in the 65th minute, and we end up tied at 1. Blissfully for us, we didn't have a ton of time to dwell on it, as just 3 days separated Zaragoza and Real Sociedad. Now Sociedad in 13th place. We trail them by 7 points. We can't catch them. We can leapfrog Sevilla into 14th with a victory today, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. So here's how we stand with 5 matches remaining in the league. We're still in 15th, still on 34 points through 33 matches. Now Elche is on 25 points, so there's a 9-point gap between us and them. So all we need are at least 2 wins, with them winning everything, to guarantee not being relegated. But it's way too early in the day to do that kind of math in my head. Now, we are going to have to make a few changes. Zamora is suspended. He picked up a yellow card, so we are going to get the... oh, no, Pyatt still isn't available. Isidre Colel is coming in. Yep, there he goes. He's got a real number. He is a real boy. Ramirez, Martin, Lungu. Let's get Lungu out and bring Robert Ia back in. We're also going to get Rodriguez back where he belongs, in the center there, with Shatinin back in. So Kalel will be behind Santos and Figueres. I think they played well together. Robinson Spencer still only good for about 45 minutes. Same for Antony. So they are going to remain on the outside looking in. But let's get Oh, hold our nose and put Yulin Munoz back in there. So it's Betula, Ramirez, Ia, Rodriguez, Shetinin, Colel, Figueras, Santos, Jata, Aliberge, and Munoz. Can we pick up our first win in 5 against the Real Sociedad team that ain't in great form either? Now, Sociedad is in the black. We are in the red, and we are underway at home as Real Sociedad controls things here in the beginning of the match. Larrañaga loses it to Ramirez, so a good defensive start for Ramirez at left back in this one. Now, Elche's not in action, so they'll still have a game in hand on us, but Levante is. They're currently trailing 4-1. They're sitting in 19th place. Ball played, Shetinin, able to clear it. Tracked down by Santos. Plays it across. Larrañaga, his shot is blocked. Uriarte gets it back. He'll put it into the stands. We're through 20 minutes, and so far, aside from that little flurry from Sociedad, we have been controlling the game. Much of the match momentum up until the last 5 minutes or so has been in our favor. Also, 62% of the possession. We are playing our game. We just need to get our result. And we're not going to get that if we keep seeing highlights for Sociedad, and we can't clear it off of the set piece. Thankfully, Uriarte can't hit the target. 4th shot of the match for Real Sociedad. They still have not put one in on Betula Balshi as of yet. 30 minutes have expired, so we are, of course, going to demand more from our team because we have not yet seen enough. Throwing on the near side. Jada in control. Hands it back to Ramirez. Ia working it to his right. Keep going around. There you go. Colel out for Shetinin. He's got some space before cutting it in. He takes it into the box. Has it deep in for Aliberge. His shot is going to be blocked. And Arrizabalaga is going to push it the other way. Up for Moyano. We do start to get numbers back. Rodriguez almost able to gain control of that. First real offensive foray into the Real Sociedad third for us just there, and we were unable to pick up a much-needed goal as we tick down to about 8 minutes or so remaining in this first half. Bilbao drops it to Santasteban. Santos out along the near side. He's got some help with him, just the one defender back. Larrazábal back looking for his man, picked off, but Larrañaga gets it back. Bilbao with a lane, and Betula with a save. Arrizabalaga with the corner. So many long names on this Real Sociedad roster as we clear it away and out of trouble. Yeah, I absolutely butchered Victor Santisteban's name, but they've got an Inigo Larrazábal, they've got a Peru Arrizabalaga, and Larrañaga in goal there as well. 0-0 your score after 45 minutes. Yeah, that wasn't our greatest half of football. Honestly, we get away from this one with a point at home. Obviously, it'll be disappointing for dropping points at home. And it's not that Real Sociedad has really been taking it to us. They just seem to be getting the better of the opportunities in this one so far. But if things remain this way at worst, once Elche plays, we will still have a 7-point advantage on them with only 4 left to play. Figueras is nervous and he's on a yellow card. So, Jean Ramon, come on in. Get some playing time. We bought you for a reason. Sekou Jata, once again, feeling apprehensive. Robinson Spencer coming in back from his injury. We mentioned right before the match, only good for about 45 minutes. Well, guess what? He only needs to play 30. Hopefully, he doesn't hurt himself again, because we really, really need him for this final run-in to ensure our safety and to keep Girona off of the bottom and in La Liga for another year, so we can tick off another country from our list. Just about 20 minutes left to go. Ramirez getting a little tired on the right side. Santos also a bit knackered. So Thiago Santos will come out, and Antoni Puzzi will make his way on. Ramirez will be replaced by Ibai Giococheta. Probably butchered that again. I looked at it really quick. Giocochea. Yeah, I was close enough. Sadly, we may be ending up with a 0-0 draw. I was hoping to bring you a slightly more exciting tilt here. Gallego, he's making it interesting. Getting past Shatinin, but cut off there by Rodriguez. Plays it to Larrazabal. Looking back post. Cortechea looks to clear it. Arrizabalaga gets it back. Leaves it for Santos. Up for another man whose name I don't know. And it skips in. Beitula just making the save and leading to a Sociedad corner. Yeah, the glutes were tensing on that one. Larrazabal looking to send it back post. Dealt with, not cleared. Beitula has to tip it over. And you don't want to see your goalkeeper have to deal with such a weak clearance. But that seems to be a common theme in Football Manager. Human player center backs that just cannot clear the ball properly on a set piece. And here we go again. Arribas out wide. Arrizabalaga. Then go to Shea. Arrizabalaga was caught offside. Play stopped. I honestly thought Spencer is injured again. Robinson Spencer has picked up yet another injury. I'm not sure what it is. We're going to need to... we just brought you into the game. And Tony, come on in. You're feeling better. Probably should have started you in the first place. Let's see if we can get something out of you in the final 5 minutes. Aliberge with the corner for Girona. Look at all those bodies in the box, my friends. Everybody is in there. Near post Munoz. Nah. I gotta say, it's efforts like that have put a player that should be one of the best on the team, at least on paper, in Yulen Munoz, at the top of my list of I just don't care about you right now. And if you don't play, that's fine by me, as we allow time to expire in the waning moments here. Just happy to keep possession away from Real Sociedad. We cross the timeline. Punzi playing it forward. Munoz ridden off by Santiesteban. You know, that guy. The guy whose name I butchered earlier. Shatinin winning it back. Beitula will play it to Ila. Just waiting for the referee's whistle. Thrown forward, knotted down by Santos. Gallego in control, and there we go. It's over. Girona 0, Real Sociedad 0. Sorry, guys. I was hoping it would be more exciting for you, but we did earn ourselves 2 points. Just a bruised knee for Robinson Spencer, so he's only going to be out for a couple of days. He will be available for our next match to kick off our final episode of the season. We are on the road at Civitas Metropolitano taking on Atleti. Then we've got Levante in the relegation zone at home. Sevilla right ahead of us on the table on the road. And we finish things off at home against Espanyol. As things stand right now, 2 wins out of the 4 will do it and keep us safe. That's assuming, of course, Elche can win all of their matches. And odds of that happening are pretty darn slim. But come on back tomorrow to find out if we are able to survive. If you've enjoyed the video, hit that like button. Also subscribe if you are new. If you want to watch something else, got stuff over here. I look forward to seeing you next time for another episode of Off of the Bottom. Until then, bye-bye.